So I just took the seat off the Fury. To get it off, you're going to need an Allen wrench, and then you got to push the seat forward, and there's two bolts underneath the seat. You got to take them out. Then there's two rivets. You got to go underneath there and pop it up through and pull it out. And then one more bolt right there. You take those off, then the whole thing lifts right up, comes right off. So this is what it looks like with the fender off. And once you put the rear fender Eliminator kit on there, depending on if you got the license plate part or not, they sell an adapter for the side license plate part. I bought the one that goes right under the light. You're gonna have LED lights. I'm gonna have the LED lights in the front also. I went ahead and I moved those down. They were up there, I moved them down there. Thought it looked a little better. I put the Magazi mirrors on there, makes it look sharp. But you're gonna need a different relay for the LED lights, and the relay is right there. So you're gonna take that off. You can buy a relay on eBay for about $1 for LED lights. That's what I did over on my Vulcan S to get the blink rate correct. So here's the Taillight Eliminator kit with license plate bracket. And all the parts and accessories. So the first thing I want to do is unhook all these plugs here, that plug there, and then I want to go ahead and unbolt all the bolts on both sides, so it's just the back frames open, because this new kit supposedly it has the bracket to put on there. So you just got to unclip this clip and then unclip the 3 clips from the wire harness. And then take out the 2 bolts on this side and the 2 bolts on the other side, and then the whole back should pop off. So it originally calls for these bigger washers to be on the outside, but I'm gonna replace them and put these smaller ones on there. Luckily I have a bunch of oddball washers and stuff laying around. Because when you put the fender on top of this, you can see the bottom of this washer stick out below the fender when you tighten that up. So I don't like the looks of that. So I'm going to replace the 4 of those outside washers. Already installed. Okay, so we're not going to use the plugs. I was going to use the plug off the old tail light, just wire them in that way, but I just decided I'm gonna take and strip all the wires there, strip these wires, connect all the grounds and powers and the turn signals how they want it done. Directions are right here, and I'm just gonna solder them and heat shrink them and go from there. That way it's not gonna take up too much room, it'll be nice and tight in there. So we'll get that done and we'll go from there. I got my brackets all tightened up exactly where I want that, and I had to take the fender on and off 6 or 7 times before I could figure out exactly where I wanted it, but it's starting to get there. So I got it all wired up, heat shrunk it, put some black tape around it too just to be safe, and I got lucky when I put these brackets on because I didn't even notice there's holes only in one of the brackets, and I happened to install that one on the right side so you can zip tie the wire down the side of it. Otherwise I'd be drilling some holes through that. But everything's working. Let's turn it on and see. definitely not going to be right. Yeah, the flash rate's off. It's fast because they're all LED. So we're going to go ahead and change the relay, which is right there. So this was the one that was on there. This is the new one that I bought from eBay for $1, an LED relay. This relay, if you look at the way this plugs in, there's an L and a B on there. The new one has an L and a B. I don't know if you can see the B. There's the B. And when you unplug this, it unplugs a certain way. So the L is the gray wire, and the B is the white with, I don't know, it's green maybe. So I'm gonna cut that, make a little connector, and then connect that to the new one. So I made these little connectors from some old car stereo stuff that I had when I used to install stereos. And I'm gonna connect that part to the relay. Then I'm gonna hardwire those ends right into the ends from the plug. I have that all taken apart here. I'm gonna cut that and splice those wires. Got that slow rate that we're looking for. There it is, back together. The lights on the front. Bright too, they're nice. New mirrors. Let's hit the signal, see how she looks. I don't know if I can get under there, but you can see there's the LED light for the license plate, so everything's legal. Final walkthrough of the new lights.